Hello everyone, I'm Super Mario Sonic Lover, and again, welcome to Sonic 4 Episode Metal. Now, the reason why I'm doing this again is because in the original run through this episode, I guess, my recording program, as you probably know by now, was having frame rate issues, and I had to resort to using a secondary recording program for that specific playthrough of this. But even then it was really choppy and the frame rate just wasn't very good at all. So now that things are fixed and the frame rate is pretty much perfect as my computer will probably allow, I thought, two things that made me go back to this. One was the fact that I didn't really like looking back to that playthrough, seeing how the frame rate was, and it wasn't good. I didn't like looking back at it, and also Dude Crew said that I may as well because it's only 20 minutes at most, so you know, what have I got to lose? So yeah, we're doing episode metal again. Now I don't know if I'm gonna delete my original run of this. I might keep it up just if someone wants to see that, but yeah, no, my opinion hasn't really changed much. I do like how it's basically a hard mode version of the Act 1 levels of Episode 1. But to me, I just kind of wish it was a full hard mode for Episode 1, not the entire game, not just the Act 1 stages, but the Act 2 and 3s as well. I know, I understand that this is free DLC, well, kind of, but, yeah, I understand that this is basically a free bonus for buying both games on the same system, but I don't know, I kind of would have liked this idea to be fleshed out as an entire game. But you know, I understand, because this is just meant to be a tie-in to Episode 2, and it's not really meant to be a really long game or anything like that, so, you know, I understand that. I just wish it was a little bit longer, I guess. Maybe even a boss fight. It would have been cool if we had a boss fight in this. It wouldn't really, I don't know what they would be able to do with that, but maybe Tails put a living robot machine on the rocket and you have to get rid of it. I don't know, but a boss would have been nice, I guess. Also, one other difference I'm using for this recording is that I'm actually recording my mic through the Amarek software, because for some reason recording Audacity now and the recorder and Amarek at the same time causes a little bit of lag. It's still nowhere near as bad as it used to be, but it's still noticeable. And I did do a test record earlier to make sure that things are generally in sync, and there seems to be a little, not even a quarter-second delay from what I'm seeing from what I'm saying to what you're seeing. It's kind of weird to explain, but it's okay, I grabbed this ring, and for you guys, I probably grabbed the ring a quarter of a second after I said that, when from my point of view, I grabbed it as soon as I said I got some rings or whatever. So, you know, it's a little bit of a delay, but it's still a lot better than before. And I don't really think I can really make it much better at this current moment in time. So, you know, what are you gonna do? But yeah, I do like the whole hard mode kind of stuff in the Sonic games. I do like how the hard mode stages in SA2 are pretty drastically different from the regular stages. I mean, if you go back and play, I don't know, City Escape hard mode, for instance, it almost feels like its own level. Obviously it has the same kind of design elements and stuff like that, but the way it's designed just makes it feel like an entirely different experience. And I mean, like, it's not as much for this, I guess, but it still feels different enough to be qualified as its own kind of thing, I guess. I mean, I'm not clamoring for hard mode stages to return, but, you know, it's a nice little extra for, like, people who want to go the extra mile and get some extra bonus content done, I guess. Because, no, a lot of the Sonic games I feel are really good at giving you extra stuff to do after you beat the main game. Like, SA1, you have all those different challenges in the Chara Garden to do. What the hell was that? Did you see that? I just bounced off the wall. Huh. Okay. But, no, the SA2 had all those missions, all the Chara Garden stuff, the, boss challenges, and the, kart racing minigames. There's a lot of stuff in SA2, and, like, Heroes, like, it's kind of 50-50 on me. Like, it does have a lot of bonus content in that game, but the thing with that, though, is that you're already playing the game 4 times, pretty much, with minor differences, and basically doing the extra but the bonus content, if you will, is asking you to play the game 4 more times, and, you know, that is kinda crazy. I mean, I did do it, but not for it took me years. But yeah. So anyways, with Metal Sonic here, we're getting some purple orb energy, and you just bust through that wall. No, that's really disappointing, because, like, you'd hope that you'd be able to do something awesome like that in the actual game, but nope, you're just playing like regular Metal Sonic, well, pretty much Sonic, or as FTA said it in his playthrough of this, it's pretty much episode recolor, because the, pretty much like everything about Metal Sonic is the same as Sonic, it's just the sound effects are slightly different. Well, they are different, but other than that, aside from a few animations, it's pretty much just a Sonic recolor, to be honest. And you know, I'm not too fussed about that, because, you know, during this time, Sega were in a pretty bad financial standpoint, and the fact that they gave us something free at all was pretty, like, well, not big per se, but it was pretty nice, considering, like, where they were at the time. But, you know, it would have been nice if, like, we got some kind of boost feature after you get that orb or something like that. Or, I don't know, a burst of energy that makes the, that acts like a screen nuke or something like that. I don't know, something that would have, like, transitioned cutscene to gameplay really well. Like, you feel like you've gotten further in this, or I don't know, progression, I guess. But yeah, there's not really too much to say about this. I mean, like, it's nice that you can play as Metal Sonic, I guess. And I like the whole levels being harder and all that, but there isn't too much noteworthy about this. Too many noteworthy things to say, I guess. I will say though, it's pretty funny that the first level of this is actually the hardest, and the last one is the easiest. I mean, they kinda tried to make this harder, but it just, like, with the bandits and the stuff that's in Splash Hill Zone, really no matter what you do, unless you make it like Kaizo Mario levels or stupid, it's really not going to be that difficult. But with Mad Gear, it's going to be, that's already the hardest level in the game, from episode 1, and, you know, you're making that harder, so it's kind of hard to not make that the hardest level. I mean, I understand why it's the first level, because Mad Gear apparently was made purely just to rebuild, whatchamacallit, bring back Metal Sonic, basically. Which, part of that is, I find a little bit hard to believe considering how big that place is, but, you know, I guess it makes sense, kind of, but, it's like, you're making your way back to Splash Hill, which was, like, you're going from the end of the game to the start of the game, which, you know, makes sense, because, you're going the opposite, it's like opposite episode 1, basically, and, you know, that makes sense, I guess, and I do like how every stage except Casino Street has a reason for Metal Sonic being there. Like, Mad Gear is, like, when he's, he's coming back, I don't know, I guess, and then Lost Labyrinth is you trying to get that orb thing. Casino Street, I guess, is just there, because, well, we've had the other Act 1 stages here, so we may as well get Casino Street. Gameplay, story-wise here, he really has no reason to go to Casino Street, because from the world map, it's, he probably could just go from Lost Labyrinth straight to Splash Hill, but whatever. But yeah, that's episode Metal for the 3rd time. For you guys it's the 2nd time, but for me it's the 3rd time. I hope I don't have to do this again, but yeah, that's pretty much episode Metal. Pretty nice bonus, pretty nice extra, I guess, and I do like the whole hard mode aspect of it. Some of the level design is a little bit cheap, but it's not too bad. It's not lost levels or anything like that. But you know, I think it's like worth it. Like, but here's the thing though: if you plan on getting Sonic 4, and if you haven't gotten Sonic 4, and you do plan on getting it, like both episodes, make sure you get it on the same console, and don't get episode 1 on the Wii, because if you do that, you're gonna have to buy episode 1 again. So yeah, it kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do? With that said though, next time, for real this time, I know, like, the original episode Metal, and yeah, you know, but yeah, next time, we're gonna be starting Sonic 4 episode 2 for real, like the actual episode 2. So yeah, it should happen on Sunday, because, like, you know, this should be taking up the Saturday slot. So yeah, I've been rambling on now, so I'll just shut up now, I guess. See you guys next time, I guess.